Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test his secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. He completes this to Russell Gage. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. They'll run for the first time with Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in Week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 15 carries, 61 yards.
is a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
And this nearly an interception right off the bat. An early crisis averted as that winds up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Herbert going deep here for Allen. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield. All right. 2nd down at 5. They're going to look to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Finding Williams once more, complete. Running on first down, Eckler. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 7-7, our score after 1. On the option, here's Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert on the option. He's going to run with it. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up second down. Play action. It's Herbert. Rolling to his left. Throw left side complete. That's McKinney. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 34. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down. They'll look to throw here. Drops this one down to Gainwell. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. But the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The LA offense ready for this next possession. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Herbert now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Herbert throwing again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Being chased out left. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
But anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Dancing to his left. And I think the ball's out, and this is recovered by the Chargers.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigated the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming, though, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit to just try and get an extra yard or two.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And that is no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started out in Denver, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game. That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride, and I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm, they've been sharp, they've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
Herbert on first down now. He finds his man, complete. That's McKinney. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Herbert back to the air. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Out of the gun, Herbert. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode. Really.
Touchdown, Chargers. Odell Beckham, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. But 1st down, Hurts. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter in Denver. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here are the Chargers to take over. They were winners last week, defeating the Raiders, and right now they're in the driver's seat here as they start off 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert escaping the pressure right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Flushed out right. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Fields it right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Herbert. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be powering in to drop him. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Herbert. Got his man. It's Williams. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Looking to throw. Herbert. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So roughing the passer here, even though said passer wasn't a quarterback.
And this is a call, partner, I think you might see once a decade or so. But the officials know the rules better than anyone, and you have to know them when you're on the field. Anyone throwing the ball gets the same protection as a quarterback. So if he gets hit late, that's definitely going to draw a flag.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. For Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down. Herbert eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Looking to throw. Here's a screen with Gainwell. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On the move past the 40. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. This is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it. And
on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Once more, here's Eckler. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Now Herbert. He's got it to Williams. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. up the middle with Eckler. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And some room to work. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles now down by 12. 24 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll drop this underneath for Gainwell. And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on first down. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Hey, now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. Hurts. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's a win here for the LA Chargers, and it was thanks to the fine play of their quarterback, CD, Justin Herbert.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
So for the Chargers, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.